Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to part 43 of my Collins Family Let's Play here on The Sims 4. So, just want to point out before we start getting the episode started, I'm thinking about ending this LP on part 50 because I feel like this LP's gone on for long enough now. I'm not really too sure what to do, but between now and the next episode, then I'll probably be making a little, probably just a 1 or 2 minute video asking for suggestions, because I have a couple of different ideas of what I could do with this LP, because I feel like it's not as enjoyable as it used to be. So I'm going to, anyway, let's get continuing with this episode, but between now and the next episode there should be a little video explaining some things about this LP. So they are here. It's just a Thursday morning. They do have work today. They did have work yesterday. It has been a little while since the last episode. I'm really sorry about that, but there has been a lot happening on my channel recently, and this is actually the first video I'm recording since I've hit 1,000 subscribers, which is still crazy to even think about that I've actually hit it. It's just, I can't even speak. It's just been, amazing. I literally cannot believe it. Like, in May, like, that's not even that too long ago, I barely had like 200 subscribers. Now we're over 1,000. Oh my god, I just don't even know what to say, so thank you all so much for that. I will probably be making a proper thank you video and Q&A and things, but I'll be making a video explaining that probably as well. Anyway, get on with this video. So, there has been a couple of little weird things going on. Actually, another little thing that's happening, I don't know why, but I can't get them to sleep in the same bed at the same time. I don't know what it is. Their relationship is really good with each other, and I don't know what's happening, but that's what's happening. I didn't even realise that they weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend yet, so I did do that before I started this episode, but they still can't sleep in the same bed or do anything together. Like, it's just, I don't know what it is. So maybe it's a glitch or something, but or maybe that's my game telling me that this relationship isn't meant to be. And I think there's a couple of explanations for why my game might be telling me that, actually, because if you don't know, Casper is in the criminal career and she is in the entertainment / musical sort of career. As you can see, their relationship is very high, so I'm really confused by what's happening. Anyway, so their times of the day are very different. He goes out work during the night when she's in, and there's been a new neighbour that's actually moved in just over here, I believe in this house. I think, yeah, Mason Palmer. Now that, well, she actually met him at the bar, and while she was doing a couple of performances and things, since she is entertainment in her career, you know, she's been asked to go out places and things like that for a couple of tasks to do, so that's what she's been doing. She's got to know a couple of people, so she got to know him, and they got talking a little bit, and they become really friends because they see each other quite a lot. And she actually found out that he's just moved in to Oasis Springs, and it happens to be right next door. So they actually became really good friends, and they see each other a lot now. When Avery's just in the house during the night, you know, they go and see each other because, you know, there isn't really a lot to do. But that hasn't been turned out that great, because if we go into her relationships, oh god, I think you know what's coming here. Oh, they've got a romantic relationship now, and I can't even believe Avery's doing this. You know, Casper and, well, especially Anya, always had suspicions about Avery, that she's not the person that she makes out to be. When Avery first came across Casper and his family and found out that they were, but they did have quite a wealthy background, she kind of sucked up to Anya a bit to try and you know, she just complimented the house all the time, and she thought, well, of course people always do that, because I don't know if you've been watching the LP for a while, but they used to have a big mansion in Windenburg, and of course people used to do that a lot, but she was going a bit over the top with it, and, you know, after a while, and she kept doing these type of things, Anya thought it was a little bit suspicious. So I think that was starting to, I think Anya was right, actually, and Avery isn't the person that she turns out to be. But Casper is totally oblivious to this, and he really doesn't suspect, oh my god, I can't speak, suspect anything, so I'm hoping that it will be able to, you know, fix their differences and become, you know, a good couple, because, you know, well, Casper's really been thinking about getting proposing to Avery, because that's something that, you know, he's really wanted to do for a long time now, and they've known each other since, like, they were teens in school. That's where they met, and now they've got this far, so I think that'll be a really nice idea for Casper to do at some point. But he's going to go over and see his dad and mum today, who I haven't seen in a little while, actually, Richard and Anya. We're going to head over to their house today, because Avery will be heading off to work today, I believe. Or is she late for work? I don't even know. Yeah, she is late for work, but for some reason it didn't go. Okay, I'm going to get off to work. So what I'm going to get him to do is head over to Anya and Richard's house, and I'm going to get him to get some advice on what he should do next, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so we're here at Richard and Anya's house, but I totally forgot they are at work and nobody is home right now, but his grandmother was actually just passing there, Natasha, who I believe is Richard's mother. So I'm going to just, you know, go and talk to them, because I haven't seen each other in a little while, actually. So it'd be nice for them to just catch up a little bit. But unfortunately, I don't think, what time does he start work? Because At 8 p.m. Oh, well, if we wait a little bit longer, because they come home at 4 p.m, Richard and Anya. The kids come back at 3. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to catch them at some point in the day. But we do have a bit of time to kill, actually. And Avery is at work, so I think it would be a nice idea for maybe Casper to go out somewhere, because he doesn't really have a lot of friends. I was going to suggest that we could maybe, you know, let's see which relationships he have, because, you know what, he doesn't really get to spend a lot of time with other people, to be honest. You could maybe go over and see one of his brothers or sisters, because, you know, you just have quite a big family tree where you never get to see them a lot. I don't really know who he's, like, good friends with, apart from his, like, he doesn't really have any friends apart from his family, so I don't know who we could go out with. I think what the best thing to do here is maybe just pause the recording, and I'll meet you back when it's 4 p.m. We've got 4 hours of in-game time to kill, and then, oh, Avery, oh my god, Anya's got no clothes on because of must have deleted the CC by accident, so, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is maybe just pause the recording here, and I'll meet you back once Anya and Richard are back from work. Okay, so, Richard and Anya will be back from work in about 20 minutes. Katie's just came back from school, and I don't know if you remember, but Katie's been a little bit, it's been a little bit weird in terms of Katie. She hasn't really been feeling herself, really, because since Curtis came, who is their new baby, I don't think he'll be home yet. No, he's not. Well, he'll be at daycare, whatever it is, which was Richard and Anya's newest baby. Katie's been a little bit abandoned because, you know, Anya has a lot of problems with, sorry, this isn't Katie, is it? I keep getting their names mixed up, or maybe it is. Hang on, wait, I'm trying to stop it from, oh my god, I can't even, hang on, wait, her name is Katie, isn't it? Oh my god, stop moving, oh my, okay, why is it not coming up? There it is, okay, Katie, yes, okay, I thought it was, I was like getting mixed up there. So yeah, since Eva came along, which was the baby that Anya had in secret, and Richard still doesn't know about that, which is, I don't even know how on earth Anya is coping with that, but she is, and you know, it's been really hard because, you know, she's been focused on that, and Richard's been working really hard with work. Now that Casper's moved out, you know, it is really hard for Katie to really know anyone, because she just get bullied a little bit from school because, you know, she is a really high grade student, and people kind of, you know, bully her for that, which is stupid really, but, you know, it's really hard, and she feels a bit lonely now that Casper's gone out, because, you know, Casper was really her only friend, to be honest. So I want Casper to go over and just see how she is, because, you know, they don't really get to see each other that often, so I think that'd be a nice idea, and just get to talk a little bit. So let's just kiss. What? Oh, I was like, what? Let's just ask about school, because Casper has some, oh my god, I can't speak, some suspicions that she isn't really having a good time at school. So they do have bills as well. I don't think we can pay that for them, no. I don't know where Richard and Anya are. Maybe we'll have to invite them to hang out in the current lot. They should be back from school now, so I don't know why that is. Let's head into relationships, see if we can invite them over. So we can't invite them over, so I suspect that they would be back from work, unless they've got, like, let's see which hours they've got. 8 till 4. So they should be back by now, so I don't know why. They do have work today. That's so odd. I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, are they doing poses? No. Okay, look like it. So Avery's back from work. She's over there. Casper will be heading off to work in a few hours. Unless they are back home and I'm just blind, because I don't know where they would be. Right, so the baby's back. So they must be on the lot. Oh my god, is this a joke? Oh, why does this have to happen to me? I just want to get advice on if they should marry, oh my god, if he should marry Avery. Okay, there's Anya, okay. So, let's go and add to group, and I want them to go and sit outside for a bit, so I'm just getting them in one place. Hang on, let's do this. So let's go and sit together if we can do that. And I just want them to talk for a little bit, because, you know, he's got to rush off to work soon. But it is nice, because he just missed his place. And, you know, they have actually, oh, there's Richard back as well, but we'll just talk to Anya for now. And, you know, they have been working very hard on their jobs recently, and you do remember, but well, you might not remember, actually, when they moved out of their old house because of the, you know, the problems with the bills and things, they still have that house. There's just a work colleague who's kind of like looking after that house at the minute. It's a little bit of an odd story, the background of why that's happening, but oh my god, Anya, sit down please. Okay, let's have to try that again if we can. I didn't really want Katie to be sitting here, but I suppose you know, she's going to find out soon enough, so I suppose it's okay. So let's just ask for advice if that is an option. I think that's the only thing you can do when you have the sad mood lit, but we can do deep conversation. I suppose that's a good alternative, I suppose. So yeah, they couldn't really afford that house, so they did move out, but they have been working up there in their jobs now, and they do seem to have a little bit more. Oh my god, I can't speak, really sorry today. They seem that they could maybe afford that house back again, which is something that Anya really wants to do, because that is something that she really misses that house, and every day she's always thinking about it, and the stories that, you know, she's made there and all the past that's been at that house. So I think it'd be a good idea if she could get back there, and I'm hoping that'll happen. If we do end the LP, then that'll happen before then. So it is nice that Casper's back home, because he never really gets to see his parents anymore, and they used to be so close, they used to do everything together, so it is nice to see him again. I'm not too sure what Anya's going to think about him maybe proposing to, you know, proposing to Avery, because, you know, like I said, Anya just have those suspicions about her, but, you know, I think that she'll be happy with him, because she hasn't heard anything about Avery recently that has been suspicious, so I think that will be a nice idea. So he wants to woohoo, but we actually can't, because we can't use the bed at the same time. So let's go and talk for a little bit more before he has to head off to work, then we'll switch back to Avery. So as you can see, Anya's like, are you sure you want to do this, Casper? Because if you remember that, well, I don't really think this is going to be a good idea, Casper, because, you know, these suspicions I've had and the things that you've been telling me today, I think that is going to be a bad idea. But if this is going to make you happy, then, you know, I think that's what you're going to have to do. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, and there's someone to be there to make you happy again. I'm just like looking at this light. Isn't that so nice? I'm like not even bothered about that. I just want to try and get some screenshots here to use as a background, because if you don't know, sometimes I use like a screenshot from the actual LP episode and use that as a screenshot. So let's try and get a couple of those. One by the river. I'm really sorry about this. It's like totally random. Oh my god, it's so nice. Oh my god, the landscape in The Sims 4 is just, oh. Anyway, moving on, that's totally random. So Anya has some work to do for work, so I'm just going to let her get on with that. I'm going to get him to go and say hi to his dad as well, if he can, before, you know, he heads off to work as well. I don't really see him anywhere. He's in Casper's old room. But anyway, I'm just going to switch back to Avery, because he will be going off to work soon, so I'll meet you back once I get home. Okay, so I got Casper to come home a little bit, because he does have about an hour left for before he has to head off to work. So I'm going to get him to come over here and see Avery. They haven't even done the first kiss yet. Oh my god, they're like living together now. So let's go do that, because I mean we might as well, and then let's see how that goes. Which I'm kind of, I don't know how Avery's going to feel about this actually. Well, she seems to be fine with it. I don't know why, because, you know, the thing that's been happening with Mason, she seems to be a little bit shocked about that actually. No, not even touching. Look at the gap. Anyway, so I don't know why Avery's like so okay with this. I mean, judging from that face, I'm not too sure actually, but you know, I think she just wants to go along with Casper, because, you know, he does have a little bit of money left from his parents. Well, they don't. Oh my god, I didn't even realise their money was this low. You know, they don't really have a lot of money themselves, but the background of the family they do. So I think she kind of wants to go along with it a little bit more, to maybe use Casper a little bit more to get where she wants, and then maybe move on if that's something that she wants to do. So, Casper's going to be heading off to work in about 10 minutes, and well, Avery's going to maybe, is this Mason's house? Does he have a pool? No, he doesn't actually. So, I'm going to maybe invite Avery, no, I'm going to get Avery to invite Mason over here instead. So, he's heading off to work. Casper has absolutely no idea the secrets that Avery has, and now it's time for Avery to have her fun. So, we're going to invite over Mason and try and progress their relationship a little bit more, because they do seem to be going along with that, which I'm surprised that, you know, Avery's going along with this, but let's go ahead and do that. So let's invite Mason over, and we're going to say hello to him once he comes over and see how he's getting on, because I'm hoping that Mason doesn't have any relationships himself. And, you know, also I totally didn't mention, but I did do a criticism of him. I don't know if that's up yet, but if you're wondering, wait, I think I recognise this person from a previous video. Yeah, it's the same person. Anyway, so let's invite him in, just go and have a hug or something like that. Let's just express admiration. Maybe not the best thing to do straight away. Oh my god, they're going to talk through the door, really? Are they really going to talk through the door? Why does that happen? Oh my god. So he seems to be okay with it, which is great. I don't really suspect that he has anything going on himself, because he's new here. He seemed to be coming on to Avery a little bit when they, you know, met each other at the bars and things, so I'm hoping that he's okay with this. So let's just flirt a little bit, do a couple of interactions, see how they get on with this, and she does seem to be getting on well with him, actually, which is a little bit odd, and I'm kind of ashamed of Avery for doing this, because I thought that she would be a little bit more considerate in terms of Casper, because she knows how much Casper wants this to work and how much he's been trying, but, you know, Avery just doesn't really seem to care. All she wants is to get into this career of the DJ thing, which is something that she's been wanting for a long time, and you know, Casper's been helping along with that in terms of financially, and I don't know why I'm taking screenshots of this, helping her in terms of financial situations and things, and he got her that DJ thing, which would have left out her old house, but you know, it just shows her how much Casper cares for her, and she just doesn't really care. So I think how long we've got left on this episode, let's just do a couple more interactions, see how this goes, and I will end the episode here. I know we haven't really done a lot today, but you don't worry, this is, if we do end the episode, then I'm going to go all out on drama and make sure we have the best ending of this LP as possible, because, you know, this was a long, wait, what did I do there? Ask risky question, okay, because, you know, this was like an LP that I started my channel off with, and it's went through a long way with my journey here on YouTube, and, you know, it will be a shame to actually end this LP, if I do go ahead and do that, which most likely I am, but, you know, I started YouTube back in December 2015, and then, because I had my GCSE exams and things, if you're not in the UK, that's just some big exams that we'll have before, you know, leaving high school, you know, took up a lot of my time, but then when it came to about May time, when I finished those exams, I did then start this LP, and it's now, my channel's like 10 times bigger than, well, maybe not that much, but, you know, it's a lot bigger than when we started this LP, and this LP is kind of growing as my journey on YouTube is growing, so it will be a shame if it does end, but I'm not too sure yet. Anyway, this is totally random, we're not even at that stage yet, so let's not think about that for now. So let's do a couple more romantic interactions. Let's actually ask if he's single, because I'm not exactly too sure about that. I really hope he's not, because Avery might be wasting her time. Why are they still talking through the door, really? So he is single, okay, great. So Avery knows that she's not wasting her time completely. So let's do a couple more interactions here. What could we do? Let's do a deep conversation. Maybe one or two more. Let's do first kiss. Maybe not the best idea to do this on the front porch, because, you know, a neighbour might say or something. I hope, well, if Anya's roaming the streets, then that will be a terrible idea. But Avery decided to come out here and do it instead. So, 2 first kisses in one day. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's my timer. So let's try and get a screenshot of this as I can. Yep, I'm sure they fixed this in a video, in a patch update where they would actually touch lips now, but that seems to not work. So, yeah, I actually can't believe Avery's doing this, and I'm really excited to see how this will plan out and what suspicions Casper will have, and maybe that Casper's in the crime career. He will be learning about this sort of stuff, and maybe a way he could get revenge. Now, I'm not too sure if that's going to happen or not, and how far this is going to go, but we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, you never know what Casper could hide, because he seems to be a nice sim, but you never know what secrets he hides. So, that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, stay tuned for probably my next video, not my next video, but the next video before the next episode. How many times have I said next in the space of 10 seconds? I will be making that little 2-minute video regarding this LP. Maybe, I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that, but, you know, maybe. So, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!